What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel, and for today's WWE news video, apparently there are a lot of possible returns to WWE, but the question is, who could be coming back to WWE? Who knows? But as you guys can tell by my voice, I am slowly starting to get better. My sore throat is almost gone. I actually had to drink a little bit of Theraflu to get rid of the sore throat. I should be okay by tomorrow. So I do humbly apologize. The last few days I've been sick. I do humbly apologize. And I should be okay by tomorrow, as long as I take it easy again today like I did yesterday. But if you guys also missed Tuesday's second video that I posted on Tuesday, I did a prediction video for Survivor Series, which I know was like a short video, but if you guys have not checked it out, I recommend you guys check it out. I know my voice was a bit cringe back then, but please do so. Check it out. I'm gonna be doing the results of the show on Saturday night, and then a review of the whole show. And then just like give my thoughts on what could have been better on Monday's episode of WWE's Biggest Issues. So make sure you guys stay tuned for those videos. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want more, WWE news videos in the future, which get posted every Thursday and sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and follow me on my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. So, so the question is, who could potentially be coming back to WWE? Well, the first one is actually one you would least expect. I don't think I ever brought her up on the channel, but whew, damn, that last bit of the Theraflu really has a bittersweet taste. Anyway, her name is Chelsea Green. So if you guys do not know who Chelsea Green is, she was once a part of NXT, as part of the Robert Stone brand, which did not go well. Didn't really go so well. Both her and Deonna Purrazzo had got fired from WWE in 2020, and they ended up going over to TNA Impact Wrestling, and recently, and a few weeks ago, Chelsea Green lost to Mickie James, and apparently Chelsea Green decided to leave Impact Wrestling for good. She was asked by Deonna Purrazzo, where are you going? And Chelsea Green said, I was supposed to beat her. I was supposed to retire Mickie James. Deonna, I'm going. In which Purrazzo replied saying, it's fine, but where are you going? And Chelsea Green responded by saying, I'm going home with Deonna. Then after being asked why again, she just repeatedly said, I'm going home. So it's possible that we could see her back in WWE at some point, which it is a possibility we could see her back in WWE, but odds are, excuse me. It is possible we could see Deonna Purrazzo back in WWE at some point, but we don't really know exactly when or how anyway. Because, ooh, the sourness, damn. I think I get the Theraflu. It's supposed to be. Here it is, right here. Big shout out to TheraFlu, not sponsored. No copyrights. I think I get it. It's supposed to. It's green tea and honey lemon is the flavor, and and it's like once you get to the top of your drink, you taste the tea and the honey, but once you get to the bottom, you taste the lemon. That's kind of weird. It's so weird. Yeah, you definitely taste the lemon. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, she really didn't do so well in WWE her first run. Yeah, it's true that she did have a few matches won. There we go. Whew, there we go. But the thing is that she didn't. The thing is that she had lost so many matches, and her being a part of the Robert Silver didn't really do so well for her. So it's possible we could see her back in WWE, but we don't know what branch she'll be a part of. But we do have to switch gears to another person potentially coming back, but when? And that is Tommaso Ciampa. We know that he was sidelined with a, from what we know, he suffered an injury back in September. So it's been a couple months. And we didn't know what the extent of the injuries were, but we know that that apparently Tommaso Ciampa is still dealing with the injury. He is recovering, and according to PW Insider, big shout out, no copyrights as always. They provided an update on Ciampa's condition, stating that he won't be expected back into WWE until early next year. And you guys know that Tommaso Ciampa wasn't used all that much when he was under Vince McMahon's era, under the Vince McMahon era. But now that we're under the Triple H regime, he's been used. He was used quite a bit, including the feud that's been going on with Miz and Dexter Lumis. So it's possible. There we go. See, guys, I told you I'm still sick, but I'm fighting it. But, whew, damn. But again, he's not supposed to be back until sometime next year, so it's possible we could see him back in WWE potentially during the Royal Rumble, which is a possibility. But again, we don't really know much. But honestly, see, that's the reason why WWE always tells us to not try it at home, because the injuries can happen at any given time, anytime. But now we move on to another person. The question is, who's next? Trey Baxter. If you guys do not know who Trey Baxter was, he was a part of WWE's show called 205 Live for quite a while, and then got jump ship to NXT. He signed with WWE back in February of last year, 2021, and he wrestled quite a small handful of matches on NXT and on 205 Live before getting released right around this time last year, 9 months later. And he had wrestled on several he had wrestled for Ring of Honor and a few other promotions since getting released from WWE, and he was on the Two-Man Power Trip podcast, and he stated that he wished he was used more in WWE, but he also noted that he was grateful for the time he had with WWE. And he also mentioned his future in wrestling, and damn. He said, quote, "I think everybody wishes they could be used more, you know? I'm not. I know a lot of people get bitter about certain things like this. I'm not bitter at all. I'm very grateful for the time I had and the stuff I got to do. Anytime that I was told I'm getting this amount of time or I'm having to do this, I always tried to push the boundaries a little bit. I had pushed so much that they eventually got to give me something. No matter what amount of time that I had on screen, I always made the most out of it no matter what. Do I wish I could have been used more? Of course, but I'm not bitter about the amount of time I got. You know, I feel like there's a lot of things that I need to do out here first, but I'm not opposed to ever going back to WWE. Never say never. Now, there's not much to say except that this guy, Trey Baxter, he was pretty good. He was a great wrestler on 205 Live and on NXT. He always tried his best. He tried his best in the ring. There were some matches that he won, but there were a lot of matches that he did lose. But I know that if he did come back to WWE, I know that the boundaries that are there in front of him, he would go past them, which is awesome. But now shifting gears, somebody else has already come back to WWE, but the question is, who? Excuse me. Ooh. It's none other than Kalisto. So if you guys do not remember him, he was a former NXT Tag Team Champion, a former multi-time United States Champion, and a former Cruiserweight Champion in WWE. And apparently recently he had been working as a guest coach and producer for NXT. And Fightful Select, big shout out, no copyrights, reported that he was at a live event a couple weeks ago, and he produced some of the women's matches that were at the Dade City, Florida house show, which were Kaden Carter and Katan Chance against Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson for the women's tag team titles. Or at least I think it is. Alba Fire versus Valentina Feroz. And of course Indy Hartwell versus Diamond Mine's Tatum Paxley. There is no word on whether or not he will be back in WWE completely, but he was only there as a guest, and And you guys know that in April of last year he got released from WWE, and it ended a near 8-year term with WWE, and he in other promotions, on the independent scene, he went by the name of Samurai del Sol, I believe that was pronounced. And since leaving WWE, if you guys didn't know, he had only worked 9 matches, since leaving WWE, including a match on AEW Dynamite, I guess, taking on FTR. Again, I don't watch AEW, but still, yeah, I mean, Kalisto coming back to WWE, especially even just as a guest, is awesome. Is it possible that we could see him back in WWE as a competitor? Absolutely. I think even though he was used quite a bit in WWE, it was right around the time of the COVID-19 pandemic that he was not used all that much, and the cracks of the Lucha House Party began to break because of Kalisto. But him coming back to WWE would be incredible, especially as a performer. Nobody could do it better than him. Who knows? It's possible that he could join Legado del Fantasma, which is a possibility, but we don't really know all the details anyway. But telling you guys, it's that lemon. That lemon's kicking my ass. But now the question is, who's the last person that could potentially come back to WWE? And it's none other than, since we're on the topic of Chelsea Green, none other than Zack Ryder, or is now his real name, Matt Cardona. Yes, Triple H wants to bring back Matt Cardona to WWE. So, according to both WrestleVotes and Give Me Sport, big shout out, no copyrights as always, they reported saying that Triple H is a fan of what Cardona has been able to accomplish on the independent scene, including the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, becoming their world champion, which is awesome. And then, of course, being a part of GCW, which I believe, if I can go on I believe you can watch it on here on YouTube, if I'm right. Let's see. Well, not exactly. Oh, I guess you can, I guess you can, I don't know. I don't know, but, I don't know, but apparently he's won championships everywhere he's been, and it's sad because Cardona got released from WWE during the whole, what was it that was known as the Black Wednesday spree. If you guys don't know that, I don't know that. I actually talked about it on the channel a couple years ago, which you guys could check out. There was a mass amount of wrestlers, producers, cameramen, and referees that got released, including guys like Zack Ryder, guys like Sarah Logan, guys like not Cross, but Heath Slater, Rhino, so many people got released in 2020. And apparently Triple H would 100% take Cardona back, but there's no word on, there's no like updates on that, nor have there been any negotiations been taking place. WrestleVotes said, quote, I've heard because he's done on the indies that Hunter is a fan of his. Cardona is not shy about being a lifelong fan, and Hunter likes people that don't shy away from growing up in this business. Hunter would 100% take Matt Cardona back, but I don't know if that offer has been extended. And as I have mentioned earlier on in this video, Chelsea Green has also been in has left Impact Wrestling, and it's possible we could see her back in WWE as well. And WrestleVotes also said, quote, if he comes in with Chelsea Green, I don't know. I know he really wants Chelsea back. Specifically, I know Shawn Michaels loves Chelsea Green. So if they want her, you would think they kind of make a 2-for-1 offer. Like, we'll take both of you guys if you want. Ow, my neck. And Cardona has been stoking the speculative fires on social media. Excuse me, by posting a photo of his last title win in WWE, which I'm actually going to show off here in a second, if I can find him. Here we are, Matt Cardona. And this would be it. Shoutouts to Matt Cardona, but this is basically what I was talking about. His run as Intercontinental Champion was short-lived. But as far as WWE goes, Cardona has talked of the possibility of a WWE comeback and distanced himself from it within in recent weeks, but we don't really know yet. But we do know that that they're both free agents and they're able, and Chelsea Green is currently wrapping up her time with TNA Impact, but we don't know if they will come back to WWE. I think if they do come back to WWE, then it's going to be interesting with the fact that Cardona has had quite the interesting success in WWE, being a former tag team champion, a former Intercontinental Champion, former United States Champion. He's had a couple opportunities at World Championships and whatnot, but as far as this goes, I would love to see him back in WWE. I think under his real name, which is obviously Matt Cardona, he could really turn a lot of heads in WWE. But with that being said, that brings me to the question of the day, which is this: do you guys want to see Matt Cardona back in WWE? Let me know down in the comments, and that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE news videos, which get posted every Thursday and sometimes on weekends, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on my social media. Links will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.